If you're looking for an Oat Bran dog cookie recipe, I have a really simple one that I use for my pets. They love these. You can really bake the cookies for an extended period of time to dry them out completely, or you can leave them just a little soft if you have a dog with dental issues or a senior pet that has a hard time chewing. These Oat Bran dog cookies are very simple to make. The first step is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then while that's preheating, you can go ahead and mix the rest of your ingredients together. They all go in one bowl, so it's pretty simple to do, very easy cleanup. The first thing I have is 1 cup of oats. I use old-fashioned oats. You can use quick oats if you want to as well. I also have 1 cup of Oat Bran, hence the name Oat Bran dog cookies. I have 3 cups of gluten-free flour. I'm using oat flour. You could also use brown rice flour, any other flour that you happen to have that's gluten-free, or if you go to your local grocery store, they should have a wide selection of gluten-free flour for you. I'm gonna toss this around a little bit. These are my dry ingredients, so I'm gonna just blend those a little bit before I start adding the wet ingredients. Makes it a little bit easier to mix when you put the wet ingredients in. So now I'm gonna add 1 cup of chicken broth, and I use a low sodium broth. I would definitely recommend that for your dogs. I have 1 cup of water, 1 cup of peanut butter, I am using creamy peanut butter, but you can use crunchy if you prefer. Your dog probably won't mind the texture of the peanuts. Be sure to get a peanut butter that is xylitol free. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener that some companies use in their peanut butter, and it is toxic to dogs. So be sure that the peanut butter you use doesn't have xylitol. And then the last ingredient is 1/3 cup of honey. Now this is raw, unprocessed, organic honey. It's not the kind that comes in a little bear-shaped bottle in your grocery store. So you can get them. A lot of local small places have raw honey. Most farmers markets. You can even get it in big chain stores. A lot of big chain grocery stores now, they'll have a raw honey. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this together until it forms a dough. My dough came out pretty much perfectly. If your dough is really sticky, you can add a little bit more flour than the recipe calls for, but hopefully it will come out as well as mine did. Now I'm just gonna form small little balls appropriately sized for my dogs. And you can do the same. Bigger treats for bigger dogs, smaller treats for smaller dogs. I'm placing them on a well-greased cookie sheet over here. And then what I'm going to do, once I have all my dough balls on there, I'm just gonna squish them down with a fork, much like you would if you've ever made peanut butter cookies. Just gonna kind of press them down. And then you're just gonna bake them in your 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they begin to turn a nice dark brown color. You'll know that they're done. If you have any questions about these Oat Bran dog cookies, feel free to email me. Thanks for watching my video recipe.